Welcome back to this thing we call the Alone Season 7 Weekly Update. To my right, as always, is the lovely Miss Gabby, and I'm Gordon Shumway. And how the heck did we arrive at episode 9, and we are still not in the second half of the 100-day $1 million challenge?
Ooh, nice.
That's right. We're at episode 9, and episode 9 ended at day 49. And while no one tapped this episode, it was still rife with suspenseful, near-death experiences. And a couple of curious controversies that I'm going to talk about. So let's get to it. Roland slipped on ice and down a rocky ledge, where he seemingly plummeted into the icy waters of the lake to his doom. But he's fine. We also learned that Roland likes grease in his soup, and he relentlessly continues to gross us all out with the butchery of that ox. The relentless butchery. But I think he's almost done with it. I hope, anyway. Speaking of that ox, Roland has discovered that he has an entire herd of musk oxen hanging out right in his backyard. And if you were like me, you were thinking, oh God, he's gonna get another one. The carnage will never end. But no, he didn't. He let them go. He let them all go. So on behalf of myself and innocent musk oxen everywhere, thank you.
Hey, Daddy.
Yes.
Wait, can you see?
What? Seriously, what?
Remember when
Let's move on. Let me do what you're saying. But Roland actually revealed in the after episode interview, he actually revealed why he let the herd of oxen go. Because he didn't want to scare the herd away and then into another contestant's territory. Like, therefore, letting them get an ox. That is strategy right there, my friend. Another point for Roland. Amos was surrounded and seemingly attacked by a pack of ferocious, hungry wolves. But he's fine. But yes, let's talk about that pack of wolves. Terrifying, definitely. No question there. But there's something fishy going on here with Amos that I just picked up on. Now, you see, I've been saying over these past episodes about how much attention Amos' camp has been getting, right? He's been visited by all sorts of different predators. Well, everybody else has really only run into like maybe one. You know, Joel had a problem with that one wolverine. Roland saw a wolverine once. Callie saw the wolves and for some reason decided to follow them. We had Mark with the bear. And Joe heard the wolves and so on. But Amos has been visited by all of them. The wolverine has come sniffing around. A bear has come sniffing around. He got that fox that came and visited him last week. And now this week, this pack of wolves shows up right at his front door. How? Why? I think I figured it out. Watch this. Did you see it? Let me zoom in. Not enough evidence, you say? Well, here's another image from the day the wolves showed up. our place. That is an open, fat invitation, if you ask me. But I refuse to believe Amos is that stupid. So I'm going to hypothesize that, let's say someone from the studio at base camp on like day one pulled Amos aside and slipped him a hundy and said, hey, dude, listen, we need some better ratings. Okay, do us a favor and leave some dead animals hanging around outside your front door to bring the nasties around. Callie slipped on ice and fell on her head, splitting her head open. There's blood everywhere. She's not going to make it. But she's fine. However, I just started to respect Callie. And then she goes and pulls a Joe by playing the Gillnet at day 45 card. Now, in all fairness, I don't believe she's actually had this Gillnet laying around. I think she said she just made it. Unlike Joe, who's had the thing hanging around and who knows how long it's been hanging there. What are you doing? But still, back in episode 3, Callie spent an exuberant amount of time and energy making clay pots. So at this point, day 45, I don't know, Callie, I just don't get it. So after 45 days, she waits until there's 6 inches of snow on the ground and the shore is all frozen over, and she slips and falls and bashes her head open. But again, she's fine. But that brings me to another prediction that needs to be debunked. Dave had predicted that Callie would tap out after hitting her head. Now, Dave, you may argue that the season isn't over yet, and there are still 2 episodes to go, and she still has time to hit her head and tap out. And I would agree with you. However, Callie herself begs to differ.
But I was not seriously considering leaving for that. No way. No way.
So that is yet another prediction for the G-File. Kylan walked out onto the frozen lake and jumped up and down like a frog on an ice cream cake, where it seemed like she would plummet straight through to her doom. But she's fine. And actually, she's ice fishing now. And she's catching fish. Kylan can fish after all.
That's weird. By getting fish when it's snowing.
And the ice, through ice. All she needed was 4 inches of ice between her and the fishies, apparently.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And I want to talk about that for a quick second, because that brings me to my second curious controversy. The first curious controversy, of course, being the dead fish outside Amos's camp. But here's my second one that I want to talk about. Did anyone else find it strange that, for some strange reason, the lake is completely frozen over by Kylan, but not by any of the other contestants? Strange, right? I'm not sure if that is to be accredited to the size of the lake or perhaps maybe just some shoddy editing. So that's it. Apart from all of the suspenseful, super suspenseful, near-death experiences and 2 curious controversies, not much else happened this episode. Other than this one interesting fun fact that I mentioned already, we still have not hit day 50, and there are only 2 episodes left. That's crazy. I've looked everything up. I've looked everything I've looked up on the internet pretty much said that this season, just like the other seasons, is only 11 episodes. So a lot has to happen in the next 2 episodes. We're only on day 49. What are we in for? Is someone going to hit day 100? Is no one going to hit day 100? So interesting. What do you think?
Really, really, really interesting.
Really, really, really interesting. What do you think, Gabby? So how about this? How about you make a prediction?
Yeah.
Okay? So here are our 4 remaining contestants. We have Kylan, who's mine. We have Amos, who's Janet's. We have Roland, who's also Janet's. And we have Callie, who's Dave's. So, Gabby, why don't you make a prediction? Let's see how this goes. Out of these 4 people, who do you think is going to win?
Callie.
Callie! All right. So, how about that, Dave? Callie is going to win according to the lovely Miss Gabby. So, we shall see. That's it for this week. We have 2 episodes left, and then I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Gabby, do you have anything to add?
Have a fantastic night.
Have a
Bye.
fantastic night. Bye.